بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما بك ومعرفة يا رب العالمين. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا، وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا سهلا سهلا. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will keep going with what we started. It is chapter 28, Surah Al-Qasas. And last time, it was 2 weeks ago, we already finished Ayah 28. We are still with the story of the Prophet Musa alayhi salam. We already mentioned parts of his story. We already mentioned how he left the palace where he was living with Fir'aun and with his family, and how he moved to Madian, which is Yemen today, and then how he got the things after asking Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, how he got the things that he was asking for, and how he got more than what he was asking for. So just to collect things, just to contact and connect and put the things together, that the Prophet Musa alayhi salam was living with that good man. Either he is the Prophet Shu'aib or he is not the Prophet Shu'aib, it doesn't matter. He is a righteous person, and how he got married to one of his daughters, and how they got the agreement that the Prophet Musa alayhi salam will be serving there for 8 years. If he accepts to stay for 10 years, it will be better. And this is the dowry for getting married. Now, the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he was living with them, with the family. He was working, of course, as a sheep keeper. He was taking care of the family in general, and the 10 years already finished. Now here we start the second part of, we start the part of our lecture today, inshallah. The Prophet Musa alayhi salam, when he finished the 10 years, it was the time for him to go back. Actually, it was the time for him to become the messenger. Actually, it was the time for him to start his mission. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He already arranged all the things for the Prophet Musa alayhi salam to become ready to start. So what was the first thing happened? The first thing happened was that the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he started to think of his family. He started to think of his country. He started to think of his hometown. He started to think of his mother. So he started to miss them. This is how Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala arranged things. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wants you to do something, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will arrange it for you, will arrange it for you to be done. So all what you have to do is to accept it. When you accept it from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, then you will do it while you are happy and satisfied with it. This is why we have what we call it Salat al-Istikhara, which is the consultation prayer. Why we have it? Because we don't know the future. We don't know what is the best for us. We don't know what Allah is arranging for us. So how we manage it? We use our brain. We check the tools in front of us. We check the situation in general. And if we are righteous people, this means that we are wise people. So we will use our wisdom. We will use the knowledge we have. We will use all of those things. And we ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to lead us to the right way. This is how things go. For us Muslims, this is how things go. For non-Muslims, for others, some they go to fortune tellers, and some they use this and that and whatever. But for us Muslims, no, we have our method. What is our method and our system? It is to make use of everything we have, to use our brain and use our wisdom, to understand that everything is arranged by Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, and to ask Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala to lead us to the correct way. This is how things work for us Muslims. Now, the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, what happened to him? He started to miss the place. He started to miss the family. He started to miss the area. He started to miss all of those things, so he started to think of it. So when something comes to your mind and this thing is not haram, then you check the things around you and you do it if you feel and find that it is okay. This is one of the things we mentioned before. When it comes to your mind that you want to make a dua, don't delay it, make this dua. When it comes to your mind that you want to make something good, don't delay it, do it. When it comes to your mind that you want to donate some money or some clothes or some food, don't delay it, you do it. Because this idea comes to your mind from who? This hint comes from who? It comes from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Why? For good reason, for sure. Maybe because there is a rewarding waiting for you, but you have to do something. Maybe because there is a disaster is going to happen to you, so you need to make dua to make this. You need to say this dua to make this disaster away from you. This is one of the things that the Prophet Muhammad said. He said, "Ad-du'a يرد القضاء," or لا شيء مثل الدعاء يرد القضاء, means the dua is making the fate or the destiny away. Now some people they say, no, 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 it is correct, it is confirmed, it is written, it is confirmed and written, but you don't know. So you do according to what you have to do. What is going to happen is something hidden for us. Is something internet show. Yeah, actually, we will put it in the internet later, but now I think that it is, even if the video is not so clear, but no problem. I'm recording it in a different place. So the thing is, when you want to do something, when the hint comes to you to do something, just do it. Do it. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is giving you this hint. The Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he got this hint and he finished his promise. It means he paid his promise. He finished the 10 years. It was the time for him that he can leave. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, now we are in Ayah 29. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فلما قضى موسى الأجل وسار بأهله. So this is the first part. فلما قضى موسى الأجل وسار بأهله. So when Musa alayhi salam, he finished the time, which is 10 years. Why it is 10 years? This what the Prophet Muhammad replied when one of the companions asked him, so what did Musa finish, the 8 or the 10? The Prophet Muhammad he said Musa finished the most. It means the one which is more. It means the 10 years. So Musa finished the 10 years. فَلَمَّا قَضَى مُوسَى الْأَجَلِ. He finished the 10 years. وَسَارَ بِأَهْلِهِ. So he finished it, he took his family, and he left. And this is one of the things that we need to learn here. Musa alayhi salam, when he finished the 10 years, he didn't say, I'm leaving. He didn't ask his wife, so are you coming with me or not? No, of course not. Sara bi ahli. He took his family and go. The word ahl in Arabic, we use it for two ways. The first way is family. The second way we use it ahl when we are talking about the wife. So it has both meanings. Either family, the whole family, or only the wife. But wasara bi ahlih, we can know from the story of the Prophet Musa alayhi salam that he took his wife and of course his family. He had a kid, and it was said in another story that that also his wife was pregnant or just delivered the baby, and he had one servant with him. Anyway, they were a family. So Musa alayhi salam, when he finished the time, he took his family and left. So this is one of the things that we need to learn also, that wherever your husband is, you should be with. So don't say that, anyway, my husband wants to go to that country and I'm not happy with that country, so I would not go with him. Of course, if you both agree, then this is something else. Of course, if both agree, then no problem. If both accept, then no problem. But in general, they should be together. Otherwise, why are they a family? Otherwise, if they will not be together, then why did they get married then? So فلما قضى موسى الأجل وسار بأهله آنس من جانب الطور نارا قال لأهلهم كثوا إني آنست نارا لعلي آتيكم منها بخير أو جذوة من النار لعلكم تصطلون. So Musa alayhi salam, he took the family and he went where? From Madian, which is Yemen, back to where? Back to Egypt, which is the place where he was. Of course, that area, as we know, that area, almost all of it is a desert. Musa alayhi salam, when he was walking, for a reason, for a purpose, for a name, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is arranging everything. So Musa, who is going to become a messenger, who is going to become the one who is talking to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala directly, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala reply him directly. This person, this Musa, this person get lost in the desert. How come? Someone who is going to become a messenger, someone that Allah is going to talk to him, someone that Allah is training him and raising him, get lost in the desert. How come? What how come? Yes, it is like this. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is arranging you for something, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will train you in a perfect way. So when there is something bad happening to you, be optimistic. Take it as a good way and take it as a training. Make use of it. Don't just sit and be sad and cry and think, how come this happened to me? Take it in a cheerful way. Take it in a useful way. Take it in a good way. Why? Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows what is He doing. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows what is happening to you. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is able not to let it happen, able to change it, but He didn't and He doesn't. This means that it is for you on good as long as you know that you believe in Him. As long as you know that you are doing your best to obey Him. As long as you know that you are doing your best to be a righteous person, then don't worry about anything. And here there is something. Shaitan sometimes he whisper to us in opposite way. What do I mean by the opposite way? Shaitan sometimes he whisper to you and say, you think that you are a good Muslim? You think that you are a good person? You are not. Look at yourself. Shame on you. How come you think that Allah cares about you? How come you think that Allah is going to help you? How come you raise your hands and say, Ya Allah, while you know that you are sinful, while you know that you are bad? All of those whispering, they are from shaitan. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says in one hadith Qudsi, أنا عند حسن ظن عبدي بي. I will never disappoint my servant when he think in a good way of me, when he think of me in a good way. So we have to think of Allah in a good way always. We have always to think that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is arranging the best for us. We have always to think that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is not hurting us, that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is offering the best for us, that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is with us all the time. Yes, we make sin. Yes, we make mistakes, but we have always to remember that Allah is the most merciful. We have to remember that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala forgives all kind of sin except associating others with Him. This also doesn't mean that we just take it easy and keep on making sin and ask Allah to forgive, making sin and ask Allah to forgive. No, we do our best to be good Muslims. We do our best to be in the right path. We do our best not to make mistakes. But when we do the mistake, it is not the end of the word. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, Ghafur Rahim. He is the most merciful and He forgive us. So when we make a mistake, we correct it, we fix it, we repent, we regret, we ask Allah to forgive us, and inshallah, He will forgive us. So When I know myself that I am doing my best to be a righteous person, when I know myself, when I know very well that I am doing my best to be a good person, to be a good Muslim, away from what people say about me, away from what kind of attacking and hurting and hatred is coming on me from others, away from all of those things, they should mean nothing to me, as long as I know that I am doing the things that I am ready to be asked about it on the day of judgment. This is the thing that we need to understand. Yes, I make mistake, I correct it, I repent, I ask Allah to forgive me right away. Other than this, I am satisfied. Alhamdulillah. But based on what? Based on Quran and Hadith, not based on my logic, not based on my brain. Allah is not a kid. Allah is not an idiot that you think that you can cheat him. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is Allah. He is the God. He is the creator. He is the Lord. He is the one who knows everything, including what is in your heart. Unfortunately, today, there are a lot of people, they think that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is going to punish people based on their ideas. It is not there, it is not based on your idea. It is not if you think that I should go to hell, then Allah will listen to you and will put me in hell. It is not like this. It is not if you think that I hurt you and you and I deserve to be punished and you deserve to get the rewarding, then it will happen. No, it is not like this. This is this is one of the biggest lies we have in our life. This is one of the biggest lies we have in our life. You find someone, yes, he prays. Yes, he donates money sometimes. Yes, he fasts Ramadan. And he knows very well that what he is doing is not based on Islam. It is not only not based on Islam, even it is maybe against Islam if he is hurting people. And then he convince himself that he is right. And then he convince himself that Allah will accept that he is right. This is one of the things that we need to learn and we need to understand and we need to be realistic. There is a system. No matter you like this system or you don't like this system exists. And this system is Quran and Hadith. No matter you twist it or you don't twist it, it is not twisted, it is as it is. No matter you misintroduce it or you misinterpret it or you mistranslate it, it is your problem. It is not Quran's problem. It is not Allah's problem. It is your problem. So use your brain and study Quran in the correct way. Use your brain and study the story of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the correct way. You use your brain and match the hadith with the Quran in the correct way. Then you use your brain and apply those real thing and this real method and system into your daily life. You will become safe. And then why you will discover that you will become safe, because then you will find that yes, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is going to ask you about those things where you applying your will you applying Quran and Hadith on your daily life in the correct way, yes or not. This is the result. So do not think that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will accept your claim, will accept your idea, will accept your suggestion, and will follow your decision. You are wrong. You are wrong, and if you think like this, you have to correct it before it is too late. Why? Because on the day of judgment, there is no excuse. On the day of judgment, when someone who disbelieves in Allah, he says, "Oh Allah, I didn't know it was you. I didn't know you exist." Will this be an excuse? It will not be an excuse. Why? Because you knew that that statue was real God and you didn't use your brain. How come you bow to that statue? You thought that that statue is going to help you or to protect you if you bow and worship it, and you didn't think how this will happen. You didn't think that it is only made of stone or made of plastic or made of whatever. You didn't think of it in this way. Then there is no excuse. And it is the same. Oh Allah, I was thinking that that person was bad. I was thinking that he was cheating me. I was never thinking that I was cheating him. It is not what you think. It is what you apply in your daily life. It is what is written in Quran and Hadith. It is what you did, what he did, based on Quran and Hadith. You will know who is right and who is wrong. It is not based on your logic. It is not based on your ideas. It is not based on your thought. So we go back to this part as a conclusion and then we keep going. You know that you are following the rules of Allah, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. You know that you are following the system. You know that you are doing your best to be a righteous person. You know that you are doing your best not to make mistake. You know that you are doing your best to become a better person according to Quran and Hadith. Yes, you know and you are sure. Not you are sure based on your brain. You are sure based on reality. Then don't worry about anything. Then when you get lost in the desert, you should know that this is for your own good. When you lose your job, you should know that this is for your own good. When you lose some of your friends, you should know that this is the best. When you lose a member of your family, you should know that this is the best. When you lose part of your health, you should know that this is for your own good. When a disaster happened to you, when a trouble happened to you, you should know that this is for your own good, as long as you know who are you. Musa alayhi salam, he and his family, they had children, maybe an infant. He and his family. Although he was so close to Allah, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he get lost in the desert. Let us see why. He get lost in the desert and it was cold. And the desert at night in winter, it is really cold. So it was cold. Musa alayhi salam didn't know what to do. He was there. He asked his family to stay. Umkuthu. Umkuthu means stay here, don't move. Now he said, Inni anastu naran. When this happened, we don't know. After how long, we don't know. Inni anastu naran means I saw a fire. And here there is something. See, he said, Inni, I, alone, saw a fire. So this means what? This means that others, they didn't see it. This means that this is something special for him. Or this means that this fire is a special fire that only Musa can see it, others they cannot see it. This is one thing. When this happened, we don't know. After how long getting lost, we don't know. But we could understand from this ayah and from other ayahs that it was not right away. That they really spent some time freezing. They really spent some time suffering there, getting lost in the middle of the desert. Lion may come, snakes may come. Nobody knows what is happening. Nobody knows will they find the direction. Imagine you are in the middle of the desert. You look right and left, and you don't know where are you going, and you don't know what is going on. Imagine that it is like this. Then who can help? Only Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. It seems that it took some time. Then, after this time, what is this time? We don't know. 1 hour, 2 hours, one day, whatever, we don't know. Musa alayhi salam, he saw a fire from one place. So he said, Umkuthu, sit, don't move. Inni anastu naran. I indeed saw a fire, no matter you saw it or not. This is what? This is a belief. This is a belief. And this fire, we can consider it the hint. When you are in a trouble and then a hint comes to you to do something, this is the fire that Musa alayhi salam he saw. So do it. When it is not haram, when it is allowed, when you know that you are working on yourself to be a righteous person or you are a righteous person, then when you see a hint, then go ahead and do it. Inni anastu naran. I saw a fire. لعلي آتيكم منها بخير. لعلي, perhaps, maybe, I will bring something good from there. But what is the good thing that you may get from the fire? In such place, in such situation, desert, cold, lost, of course, fire will do something good. First, will be warm. Second, will make the animals away from you. Third, maybe it will help you to see the way. And another thing is that normally, when there is a place that there is fire, so there are people there, there is life there. So then, at least if nothing, he could at least know the direction. He will find somebody there and then ask them, where are we? What is this area? Where is the direction to Egypt? And maybe they will give him some food and some fire. Maybe they will ask him to bring his family to stay there until morning and so on. So for sure, it is something good. So لعلي آتيكم منها بخير أو جذوة. Now جذوة is also fire, but in another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says that Musa said بشهاب قبس. Shihab qabas means real fire with the smoke and so on. Jadwa is only the burned one, which is what we call it, the burnt charcoal. That it has the heat, it has the fire, but it doesn't have the smoke, and it doesn't have, the this what we call it, the real firing. That it is hot, and it has it is a burned wood already. So جدوة من النار لعلكم تصطلون. تصطلون, it means that you will be relaxed, or you will sit, or you will get warm. Anyway, tastalun is something warm, something good, that you will for sure get something good for yourself, that is warm and so on. Now what happened? We could know from ayah 30, we could know that there was no discussion, because ayah 30 start by falamma ataha, when he reached. So we could know that there was no discussion. We could know that his wife didn't say, are you crazy? What is your problem? You want to leave us here and leave alone? We could know that his wife didn't say, no, 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 I will not leave, I will not let you go. You either we go together, or we stay together, or we die together. We could know that there is no discussion. We could know that there is a leader of the house. There is a leader of the family. We could know that there is a leader, no matter who is this leader, but this leader is in charge. I accept you to be my leader, then I have to follow you. I accept you to be the Imam, then I have to listen to you. I accept you to be my teacher, then I have to accept what you teach me. Otherwise, otherwise, we are equal then. What do I mean by equal? If you accept me to be your teacher, and then whenever I say something, then you say, no, this is not true, then why don't you come and teach me? Then the relation doesn't work. It is the same. Husband and wife. What are the duties of each one of them? Now, some they say that this is her duty, some they say this is his duty. It is no matter. It is no matter what is your duty, what is his duty. The matter is, you know what are your duties, you follow them. He knows what is his duty, he follow it. And that's all. This is the point. One of the problems in the houses today, one of the problems that we see a lot of divorce cases in the families today, is that nobody knows what are his rights, nobody knows what are his duties. And then sometimes it is my right to ask for this, and sometimes it is your right to ask for that. And sometimes it is my right or my duty to do this, and sometimes it is your duty to do that. Then when I think that it is your duty and I don't do it, and you think that it is your duty and I don't do it, then there will be a problem. Why don't we make a system? And this system is flexible. What do I mean by flexible? Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He already said, الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض وبما أنفقوا. That male, they have this responsibility over the female. Although some they may be better than others, it means sometimes the female is better than the male, sometimes the male is better than the female. وَبِمَا أَنفَقُوا, and with what they pay. So what does this mean? This means that if the man is sitting at home and the wife is working outside and making money and feed the man, then this means that she is the decision maker. Now someone they say, hey, come on, Imam, what is this? What are you talking about? Allah doesn't say this in Quran. Allah doesn't say this in Quran, and Allah doesn't say that your wife should feed you also. If you accept that your wife should feed you, then you have to accept that she is the decision maker. When we understand Islam in this way, when we understand the system of the Islamic family in the correct way, then things will become different. And then we will have easy life and perfect life and good life. So we could know that there was no discussion. Now we are in ayah 30. فلما أتاها نودي من شاطئ الوادي الأيمن في البقعة المباركة من الشجرة أن يا موسى إني أنا الله رب العالمين. فلما أتاها. Now, أتاها means when he reached there, and this is feminine. So it means when he reached the tree. Now, let us go through some details of this story. What happened to the Prophet Musa alayhi salam? The Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he saw fire. He could realize that he is the only one who saw the fire. So he could realize that there is something abnormal. So he was expecting something. And this is why he said, Kuthu, you stay here. I don't know what is going on. You stay here. I will go there. There is a danger. No need for the whole family to be in danger. Not only the leader will put himself in a danger, will make sure that his family is safe, and then he put himself in danger when he has to, which is not real danger. He only saw a fire, and he went there to see what is going on. He knew that it was only him who saw it. So he knew that it is not a normal fire, it is abnormal fire. So he went there to see what is going on. When he reached there, he saw the fire inside the tree. And the tree is green, and the fire is real fire. So the fire is real, and the tree is still green. It is not burning, it is not becoming uh, ash, it is not burnt, it is still green. So he knew that this is something beyond his ability. So he reached there. Nudia, he was called. So he was called by who? By Allah. But how and why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he said Nudiya in the passive voice? Because Musa at that time, he didn't know. So Nudiya, he heard someone saying something. He doesn't know who's this. من شاطئ الوادي الأيمن في البقعة المباركة. In this ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he make it clear. In this ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He make it clear from the right side of the valley, and that is a blessing spot. Why it is a blessing spot? For many reasons. Either it is a blessing spot because it was chosen by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to talk to Musa on that place, or it is chosen, or it is a blessing spot because Musa was sent there, or maybe it is a blessing spot or blessed spot because it was the place where Musa alayhi salam asked Allah to appear, and Allah said that I will not appear, but only my light will appear. And then we know what happened to the mountain. So it was placed by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. In this ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala make it more clear the place. That where was it exactly? It was in the right side of the valley of the of that valley, of that placed area. Some they say it is the same area that later Musa will come back, and so we don't know, we don't care, it is not important. Okay? Min shajara. So there is a tree. So the fire was in the tree. Someone talked to him. someone called him, told him something. What did he tell him? Ya Musa, inni ana Allahu Rabbul Alamin. Now it is clear message. Musa, I am Allah, the Lord of everything. So it is clear. It is not that maybe, and yes, it was clear, not clear, directly, an angel talked to him. No, no, no. This is Quran, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala make it so clear. Ya Musa, inni ana Allahu Rabbul Alamin. Musa, I am Allah, the Lord of everything, the Lord of the world. Clear? So if someone tells you that no, Musa didn't really talk to Allah directly, or Allah didn't really talk to Musa directly. In another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ Musa تَكْلِيمًا. And Allah talked to Musa, taklima means real talk. So it is real talk. Now, and in another, and on the other hand, if someone tells you, so what was the voice look like? What is the voice of Allah? We don't know. Musa didn't record it. He didn't use his mobile to record it. And Allah didn't tell us. We don't know what voice is it, how it looks like, how it hears like, and so we don't know. We only know that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala talked to Musa alayhi salam directly. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam, I am Allah. I am the Lord of the Lords. Musa alayhi salam, when he heard this, he accepted. Why he accept it? Because he was expecting something. Why he was expecting something? First, because he was trained by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala already said, وَاصْطَنَعْتُكَ لِنَفْسِي, I made you for me. And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala also told the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, وَلِتُصْنَعَ عَلَى عَيْنِي, you were prepared under my consideration. It means that I was arranging you to be like this. So he was expecting something. This is the first thing. Now the second thing is the tree, the fire that he saw inside the tree. So he was expecting something abnormal. He was expecting something to happen. This is the arrangements from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is arranging something for you, so you have to expect some abnormal things. Take it easy, accept it, and ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to make it in a perfect way for you, and to make you suitable for this perfection. This is how we deal with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So Musa alayhi salam accepted. And when Musa alayhi salam, he heard this voice, by the way, he heard the voice of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Musa was moving, and he found that the voice is the same. Normally, when you are closer to the one who is talking to you, then the voice is louder. When you are back, then the voice is lower. But Musa alayhi salam, he found that it is the same. Why? Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is not controlled in a place or in a time or in a distance. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is over all, surrounding all, and covering all. So, the first thing Musa heard from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is that it is me, Allah, Rabbul Alamin. Now the second, now we are in Ayah 31. وَأَنْ أَلْقِ عَصَاكَ. So the second order from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, or the second speech from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, وَأَنْ أَلْقِ عَصَاكَ. Musa used to walk always having this stick with him. Normally sheep keepers, they have this. Normally those who walk in the desert, who walk in jungle, in farms, in forests, they have this. So Musa alayhi salam, he had this stick with him all the time. So when he reached there, he had the stick. He got the order from Allah, Alqi asak, you throw this stick. Alqi, it means throw it without thinking. It means like this, or like that, or at the back, or at the front. Alqi asak, the way you like. The way you like. What do we understand from this? We are learning a lot of things from those few ayahs. What do we understand from this? we understand from this that Allah doesn't really need your help. When Allah wants to do something, He will make it with or without reason. It's not important. And the reason is only for you to think that you do something. The reason is only for you to think that you do something, and the reason is only for us to learn that we have to do something in return. If we want to get something, we have to pay something. We have to do something. It is not that I just sleep on the bed and every day and night I just say, "Oh Allah, $10 million, please. This is my bank account, please, $10 million." I will never get it from Allah. But I go and work. Maybe my job can only offer me $1, but I'm doing my best, and then I say $10 million, oh Allah, $10 million. I may get it. I may get it. So this is the thing, this is one of the things that we need to learn. Alqi asak. No matter. You just do what you can do. And don't think too much. Don't think too much. You do what you have to do. You do what you can do. You do what you are able to do according to the things in your hand. Alqi asak. So this is the meaning of alqi asak. Just to throw it. Don't think too much. Throw it. In front, in the back, right, left, this way, that way. Just throw it. فلما رآها تهتز كأنها جان ولا مدبرا ولم يعقب يا موسى أقبل ولا تخف إنك من الآمنين. Musa alayhi salam right away he followed the order. ألقي عصاك, so he throw it away right away. فلما رآها تهتز كأنها جان. Right away this stick became a snake. And here in this ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala used the word Jan. In one ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He said, فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. In another, Hayya means a snake. In another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, فَإِذَا هِيَ ثُعْبَانٌ مُبِينٌ. Thu'ban means python. And in this ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala say Jan. Jan is the baby snake. That very fast. The baby snake. So, three of them, they are correct. This stick, when Musa alayhi salam throw it, it became a snake. But this snake is like a baby snake so fast. And this snake is a snake moving, so it is so poison. And this snake is a python so huge. Of course, this is made by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for certain occasion, for certain mission. So it will be made in a special way. And here there is something. Musa alayhi salam, he saw this snake Jan, like a small snake moving so fast. They said that this snake was moving so fast and was eating everything around. Stone, leaves, everything around, and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. When Musa alayhi salam he saw this, right away, walla mudbiran, or run away. How come a messenger run away? Yes. And this is a proof that he is a human being. If he was an angel, he wouldn't run away. If he was God, he wouldn't run away. If he was even a genie, he wouldn't run away. But he was a human being. A human being in general is weak, and a human being in general is threatened by the things that he doesn't know and he cannot control. So Musa alayhi salam ran away. Clear? So if somebody tells you, how come Allah should protect him, should tell him, don't run? No, he is a human being. He feels same as we do. He is a normal human being. He eats and drink and sleep and go to toilet and feel happy and feel sad and feel angry and the Prophet Muhammad was the same, and all other prophets they were the same, and the Prophet Isa alayhi salam, Jesus alayhi salam, was the same. All of them, they are prophets and they are the same. So Musa alayhi salam, when he saw this snake becoming bigger and running so fast and eating all of those, he ran away. Walla mudbiran. Not only this, walam yu'aqib. Walam yu'aqib means, and he didn't look back. He forget about the tree, and he forget about the place, and he even forget about the talk. He just ran away because it is not the time to think. Just run away. Walam yu'aqib. He didn't even look back. He doesn't want to look back. Ya Musa aqbil wa la takhaf. So Musa alayhi salam, he heard the voice again. and listen carefully. Musa alayhi salam, he heard the voice again. He heard the voice of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Ya Musa aqbil wa la takhaf. Musa, come back and don't be scared. This message is not only to Musa alayhi salam. This message is from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala to all of us. To all of us. Aqbil wa la takhaf. Come back and don't be scared. Innaka min al-aminin. You are safe. This is an ayah from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. All of us who believe in Allah, we could use it when we know that we are really depending on Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. When we know that we are really following the rules of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. When we know that we are obeying Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala and doing what we have to do. Ya Musa aqbil wa la takhaf innaka min al-aminin. Musa, come back. Don't be scared. You are safe. Imagine if in every time I feel depressed or sad or scared or unhappy, imagine if in any moment I have these kind of feelings, I remind myself, Ya Omar, Ya Muhammad, Ya Fulan, Ya anybody, أقبل ولا تخف إنك من الآمنين. Come back. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You are safe. Musa alayhi salam, once he heard this, right away he come back. Yes, there is a snake in front of him. Who cares? Allah is telling me, come back and don't be scared. You are safe. That's all. So what? And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala already told us something similar in many different ayahs in Quran. That believers, they are successful. Believers, they are safe. Believers, they are getting good benefit here. And they are getting good rewarding on the day of judgment. Believers, believers, believers. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in many different ayahs in Quran, He is telling us similar to those things. Where are we from those ayahs? But first we have to ask ourselves, where are we from those believers? Where are we from those? Are we those believers that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is talking to them? If yes, then we have to take it as it is here. Come back, don't be scared, you are safe. Musa alayhi salam, once he heard this, right away, he come back. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, he offered Musa alayhi salam another training. So the first training was to throw this stick. So the first training for Musa was to see the snake in front of him, and then not to be scared anymore, and then just to take it. Just to take it. And it will become a stick again. What is the second thing? Now we are in ayah 32. أسلك يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء. This is the second part. أسلك يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء. أسلك means put. يدك, your hand. في جيبك, either here or here. But suppose it is here. This is the jayb, inside, because they used to put the valuable things there. Usluk yadaka fi jaybik. Usluk is a command verb. You Musa, you do this. You put your hand inside. Takhroj bayda. See, takhroj, it will go out. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala didn't tell Musa, Musa, you put your hand inside your pocket and then you take your hand out. No, it's not your business. You just put it inside. تخرج بيضاء. We will take it out. See, when we are understanding Quran in this way, we will know our duties. We will know our missions. We will know what are the things we have to do, what are the things no need for us to do. See, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling Musa, Usluk yadaka fi jawbik. You put your hand inside, and that's all. Others is not your business. For us, unfortunately, today we think that everything is our business. Today we think that everything is our business. We want to know this person, is he going to hell or paradise? It's not your business. We want to know this person, how much money is he going to make and why and how. It's not your business. We want to know, why are you better than I? Then I have to destroy you, and then I have to stop you, and I have to stop you for the sake of Allah, because you don't deserve to be like this, so I have to destroy you. It's not your business. It's not your business. Your business is to do the things related to you, is to do the first step, and other steps, they are Allah's business. He knows what is he doing. Usluk yadaka fi jaybik. You Musa, you put your hand inside. تخرج بيضاء. We will take it out. بيضاء. بيضاء, it means white, but it means shining. It means with light. And there is something, من غير سوء. من غير سوء, it means it is not a disease. Because some people, they may think that this is a disease anyway. There are some dark skinned people, but then they have part of their body is so white, and then this is a disease. No, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala here is saying, because Musa, he was a dark skinned person also. No, here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying, من غير سوء. This is not a disease. No, this is light from Allah, and it is a miracle. So this is the second thing. Now the third thing, actually, the third thing is not only for Musa, and it is not a miracle. The third thing is what we call it instructions, manual, how you use part of your body. What is the third thing? So أسلك يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء واضمم إليك جناحك من الرهب. Now, واضمم إليك جناحك من الرهب. It means this. It means put your hand on your chest, or put your two hands on your chest. This is واضمم إليك جناحك. Janah means wing. And when we are talking about human being, wing means hand or arm. Udmum means tight, like this. Ilayka means to you, like this, to your breast. Janahaka means one of the hands, or if you want both. Minar rahab. Now, minar rahab, from fearness. What does it mean? It means if you feel scared, if you feel insecure, then do this, or this, or this, or whatever. Both or one, hard or slowly or whatever, so you will feel relaxed. You can try it. You can try it. This is not only for Musa alayhi salam, this is for all of us. And actually this we see it, Sometimes we see the mother when for example she see her son, for example, or infant or whatever, fall down, then suddenly she put this. So this, because she is scared, so this will make her relax. So if you feel scared of somebody or something, this is one of the things that may help. واضمم إليك جناحك من الرهب فذانك برهانان. So those two things before the previous, which is the stick and the hand, burhanan, they are two proofs min rabbika, from your Lord. Now this is the message. إلى فرعون. Oops. إلى فرعون وملئه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين. So أسلك يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء واضمم إليك جناحك من الرهب فذلك برهانان من ربك إلى فرعون وملئه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين. Now this is the message. Musa, now you are ready. You already prepared. You are already prepared. And now you are ready for your mission, which is to be a messenger of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, to go to Fir'aun and to his people. إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين. They were disobedient people. They were wrongdoers. They were bad people. Of course, in this ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling us that Musa is going to Fir'aun. But in another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling us that Musa alayhi salam is going to Bani Israel, to the children of Israel, to that tribe. But on the way, you have to talk to Fir'aun because Fir'aun is controlling them. You cannot go to them directly. First, you go to their boss. Maybe their boss will become okay. Then all of them will become okay. And this is another thing also we learn, that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is teaching us. When you are doing the da'wah, then try to do it with big people. This is what the Prophet Muhammad was doing also. He was going to the leaders of the tribes. Today, unfortunately, we are doing exactly the opposite. We go to the hospital that is collecting a lot of psycho problem people, and we bring those psycho problem people just to let them become Muslims. Or we go to the orphanage and get some orphans and let them become Muslims. Or we go to the street and find some beggars and let them become Muslims. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anh, Abu Bakr, the companion of the Prophet Muhammad, the first Khalifa, when he became Muslim, next day he came back to the Prophet Muhammad with 5 new Muslims. Who are they? They were the most rich 5 people in Mecca. And not only rich and big and authorized and strong. This is what we need to learn. Of course, I'm not saying that don't go to the orphanage anymore. I'm not saying that don't talk to poor people anymore. I'm not saying that don't talk to those psycho people anymore. No, but your aim should be bigger. Your aim should be bigger. Your focus should be bigger. Unfortunately, today many of us, when it comes to this, like for example, we have a chance, for example, to talk to the president of one of the countries. Then we say, oh, Alhamdulillah, inshallah, this is a chance to talk to him about Islam. What? No, 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 no. Don't talk to him about Islam. Don't tell him about Islam. It is not the situation. It is not the time. Focus on this, focus on that. He is so big, he doesn't have time to talk about Islam. What is your problem? What is your problem? The mayor, for example, comes and visit you in the masjid or at home or whatever, and then you start to talk to him about your business and about this and that, and you start to talk to him in a way as if you are nobody, and you start to talk in a way as if you are nobody, and you start to talk to him in a way as if you are a loser and you are small and you are nobody. Why? You are a Muslim. You are a Muslim. If this person knows the big thing you have, of course, unfortunately, you yourself don't know what is this big thing you have, but if he knows the big thing you have, he would blame you. How come didn't you tell me long time ago? He will blame you. How come didn't you introduce this perfect method of living to me long time ago? Why are we doing this? We are doing this first because we don't really know how big thing we have, because we don't really know how perfect religion we have, and because we don't really know how to practice it, and because we don't really know how to study it, and because we don't really know how to use it. And when we use it for making money, we use it for hurting people, we use it for killing people, we use it for getting titles and power, we use it for criticizing others. Islam was never for any of those things. Islam was never for any of those things. Islam is a method of life to make you perfect, to make the society perfect, to make people around you happy with you, and to make you safe after you die. This is Islam. But unfortunately, we are making use of it in a totally wrong way. And then we claim, yes, we claim that we are Muslims. While actually, if we really put Quran and Hadith in front of us and we put our deeds and aims and even intentions in another side, we will find that we are not Muslims at all. We will find that it is not only we are not Muslims at all, we will find that we are even against Islam. Why I'm saying this? Because this is the truth. See, those who claim that they are Muslims today and they are showing a very bad and ugly face under the name of Islam. They are not hurting Islam. They're not hurting Muslims. And you think that they will be saved on the day of judgment? La wallah. They will never be saved on the day of judgment. Those who are causing corruption between Muslims in the whole world, those who are killing people in the whole world under the name of Islam. Even in the small party like this town, even in this small place, those Muslims, those so-called Muslims who are trying to control everything in a totally un-Islamic way and brainwash the people around them, use their emotions, use their name, use their tribe, use their title to control those emotional people for their own personal aims and destroy Islam. The disbelievers outside, they are better than them. At least disbelievers outside, maybe they respect Islam more than them. At least disbelievers outside, we know that they are disbelievers. They're not saying anything on behalf of Islam or on the name of Muslims. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala considered Fir'aun and Mala'ihi and his people around him, his group around him. He considered them bad people. Although they are bad people, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala told the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he told him, go and talk to Fir'aun first. Yes, the main aim is the children of Israel. The main aim is those people. But you talk to their leader first, because if their leader accept, then all others will accept. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He knew very well that Fir'aun will not accept. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He knew very well that Fir'aun will never believe. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He knew very well that Fir'aun will attack Musa. But Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala never told Musa this. No, in another ayah, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam, فَقُولَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا لَعَلَّهُ يَذَّكَّرُ أَوْ يَخْشَى. You talk to him nicely. You tell him nice words. Maybe he will accept. See, this is the art of da'wah. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is teaching us. Today, unfortunately, it is either you are with me or you are against me. There is no between. There is no half-half. Why? Why? We are discussing, and I'm giving you my ideas, and I'm telling you what I learned based on Quran and Hadith, and I'm telling you the things that I learned. Now, you want to accept it, you are most welcome. You don't want to accept it, you have the freedom totally to this. You have to reject it. It's not my business. Musa alayhi salam, he had the concern. Musa alayhi salam, he knew that he is talking to Allah. He knew that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is protecting him. He knew that everything is arranged by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. He knew that he is the messenger of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. But he was still using his concern, still asking. So ayah 33, Musa alayhi salam says, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, قال رب إني قتلت منهم نفسا فأخاف أن يقتلون. See what is the concern of Musa alayhi salam. قال salam, he said, "O Rabbi, O my Lord, inni qataltu minhum nafsan." I already killed someone there. Of course, Musa alayhi salam, he knows that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows. And Musa alayhi salam, he knows that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala doesn't forget. But Musa alayhi salam is telling what is in his mind. Although he knows that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows what is in his mind. What do we learn from this? You speak it out. You speak it out. You want $1 million. Allah knows that you want $1 million, and Allah knows your situation. You raise your hands and say, Ya Allah, I want $1 million. And I know that you know that I want $1 million. Ya Allah, I'm asking you to give me this $1 million. Why? It is for me to feel relaxed. It is for me to feel close to Allah. It is for me to feel that I can talk to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala without any coordinator. No need to send an email and wait. No need to send SMS and wait. No need to apply and wait for the application. No, it is right away. Ya Allah. And Allah says, Labbaika abdi. I am here. So Musa alayhi salam is talking to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Oh Allah, I already killed somebody there. فَأَخَافُ أَنْ يَقْتُلُونَ. And here, this is very important part we need to understand. فَأَخَافُ, I am afraid, أَنْ يَقْتُلُونَ, that they will kill me. So Musa alayhi salam was afraid to be killed? No. Musa alayhi salam, he was afraid of death? Also no. He is talking to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, and he knows that when he die, he will meet Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Then why to be afraid of death? Musa alayhi salam was not afraid of death. فَأَخَافُ أَن يَقْتُلُونَ. Oh Allah, I'm afraid that they will kill me before I finish my mission. Because my mission is to talk to the people of Israel. And you want me to talk to Fir'aun. I'm afraid that once I talk to Fir'aun, he will kill me before I talk to the people of children, to the children of Israel. You got the point? Musa alayhi salam, his main concern is that he doesn't want to be dead before he finishes his mission. Because this mission is an order from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Musa alayhi salam, he was afraid that he will die before he finish his order, before he finished the order from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, before he finished his mission. So he said, فَأَخَافُ أَن يَقْتُلُونَ. This is the first thing. But Musa alayhi salam, he knows that he is talking to Allah. He knows that Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala is arranging everything. So he didn't stop here. Right away he said the second part. What is the second part? Now we are in ayah 34. وَأَخِي هَارُونُ هُوَ أَفْصَحُ مِنِّي لِسَانًا فأرسله معي يرد أن يصدقني إني أخاف أن يكذبون. وأخي هارون, and my brother Harun. Harun alayhi salam is the brother of Musa alayhi salam. And Harun didn't have anything to do with this. This is, we say that there is no bigger gift in the whole world than the gift that Musa alayhi salam gave to his brother Harun, which is the gift of becoming a messenger of Allah. Now, Musa alayhi salam, there are two stories here. The first is that they say that Musa alayhi salam, when he was a kid, he was sitting on the lap or on the thigh of Fir'aun, and he was playing with his beard. This is for people, this is just for your information to know that even Fir'aun, he had beard. For those people who say that people like me who don't have beard, they are kafir. Even Fir'aun, he had beard. Anyway, whatever. So Musa alayhi salam, he was sitting on the lap, he was sitting on the thigh of Fir'aun, playing with his beard. So Fir'aun became angry because Musa, he just bullied. So Fir'aun, he was, he felt pain. So he wanted to kill Musa. Just kill him anyway. Who's this? This is an adopted boy. Just kill him. So then his wife, she told him he is only a kid. He doesn't know what is he doing. So Fir'aun, he said he knows what is he doing. He wants to kill me. So the wife of Asya, the wife of Fir'aun, she said he even doesn't know. Even if you give, he is just he likes to grab things. Even if you give him a charcoal, he will grab it and he will maybe even eat it. So Fir'aun, he said, okay, bring a charcoal, a burning charcoal. So they brought a burning charcoal. Then Musa, he take it and bite it. So he damages his tongue. This is one story, no matter how authentic is it or not. So he was not very good at talking. That one or two letters, he couldn't really pronounce them well. This is one story. But anyway, on the other hand, all of us, we know that Musa alayhi salam, he left his tribe for 10 years, right? When he killed that person, then he ran away. They wanted to kill him, so he ran away. He went to Madian. So he was away from his hometown for 10 years. And there in Madian, they were not speaking the same dialogues. They were speaking another dialogue. They were using another dialogues, or maybe even totally another language. So after 10 years away from his hometown, then Musa was worried that he will not be able to talk fluently when it is about da'wah. This is one part. Second part, Musa alayhi salam, he was you know, his temper. He was not easy to lose his temper, but his way of talking is hard. He is so direct, and his voice is so loud and strong. So he was afraid that they may think that he is fighting or shouting or arguing or quarreling or whatever. And Musa alayhi salam, he wants the thing to go very well. Why? Because he cares about his job. And this is one of the things that we learn. When you are asked or ordered to do something for the company or for the family or even for yourself, if you know that you are unable to do it, leave it. Ask for help. Admit that you are unable to do it. Don't do same as what is happening today in almost all over the world. We find someone, for example, a king of one of the biggest countries in the world, who is unable to talk, who doesn't even know how to read, who doesn't know how to talk, and whenever he talks, people they laugh at him, and he still wants to be a king. He still wants to be a king. For what? For what? You know yourself you're unable to do it. Go away. Give it to someone who cares. You have such a huge number of citizens that you have to take care of them, and you know that you are unable to do it. Don't do it. Someone, for example, someone who got the job of becoming an imam. An imam means the inheritor of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said: "Al ulama warathatul anbiya." Al ulama means scholars, means imams, means those who have Islamic knowledge. Unfortunately, today we think that the imam is only someone who is leading the five prayers and giving the khutbah on Jum'ah. But unfortunately, we don't really. This is because we don't really understand that the imam is the leader of the society. The Imam is the one supposed who should give orders to the kings, give orders to the presidents, give orders to people, not beg people to listen to him. We twist the things totally. We make the things upside down. We make it upside down. The Prophet Muhammad SAW, he said that those they are the inheritors of the messengers of Allah, and then you are treating them like this. So, someone who is so called an Imam, why? For a reason or another, maybe because he knows two, three words in Arabic, or maybe because he has some hair here, or maybe because he's wearing white hat, or whatever, or maybe because his grandfather was an Imam before. So, as if it is a legacy. We just get it, you know, from grandfathers to fathers to sons. He knows that he is unable to be an imam or a leader or not even a small student, and then he take it. Why? Because he needs a job. You need a job, so you take it. This is haram money. This is haram money. You are feeding yourself, you are feeding your family, you are feeding your kids haram food. This is haram money because you know that you are not qualified to be here. This is not only haram money. This is the part of money, it is haram money. But in another part or in other parts, you are destroying the whole society. You are damaging this Islamic society. You are giving a bad reputation to non-Muslims about Islam, and you are teaching wrong things about Islam to your students. And all of this for what? You want the money? Take money and sit at home. You want title? Take title and sit at home. But do not take this position. Do not take this job. Do not take this responsibility if you are unable to take it. Musa alayhi salam is teaching us a lesson here. He knows that he is not very good at talking. He knows that he may lose his temper. He knows that he may be killed before he finished the mission. So he said, "Oh Allah, I want my brother Harun. هو أفصح مني لسانا." Musa had a problem. Harun أفصح مني لسانا. Good at talking, better than I. Today, where are those people today? Today, is of those imams around us or those kings and presidents around us today that they are ready to stand up and say, sorry, I'm not qualified. Find someone else. Do we have any kind of those people today? No. Then we are not Muslims because this is Quran. And if we are not following Quran, then we are not Muslims. If we are not learning from Quran how to apply it on our daily lives, then we are not Muslims. Yes, then we are not Muslims. وأخي هارون هو أفصح مني لسانا. My brother Harun, he is better than me in talking. فأرسله معي. So I want him to be with me. I'm going. I'm not leaving it. I'm not saying I don't want to take it. أرسله معي. I want him to be with me. ردءا. ردءا, it means to support me, to be with me. Together we are doing it. يصدقني means whenever I say something, then he adds things to it. Then he say, yes, he is correct. He is telling the truth. And. This is the support. This is the support. Today, unfortunately, our brothers here, Akhi, my brother, today, unfortunately, our brothers, they are throwing the arrows on our back from the back. Today, when we find a Muslim who's really talking about Islam in the Islamic way based on Quran and Hadith, how many of his so-called brothers they are attacking him in the back? Not only in the back, even in the front and in front of everybody. Then they attack him and then they humiliate him, they criticize him, they even try to get any fake proofs, any fake things, just to put it as a proof, just to attack him. And then we say we are Muslims. We say we are Muslims based on what? Only Allah knows. Inni akhafu an yukadhibun. Another part. Oh Allah, I'm afraid that they will deny it. I'm afraid that they will not accept it. So I'm afraid that I will fail. I have no problem to fail. But oh Allah, this is an order from you and I should do my best. So oh Allah, I want Harun to be with me. When they deny what I say, then Akhi, my brother Harun, will support, will talk, will say something that makes them maybe accept. This is what we need to learn. When I need help, I seek for help. When I know that I'm not qualified, I go aside or I ask for help. And the main point is that my aim is to do my mission in the correct way, in the perfect way, and is to follow the orders from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in the perfect way. Now we are in Ayah 35. When you are asking Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for something for the sake of Him and for the purpose of your aim and for the purpose of the order from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, for sure you will get the positive answer. For sure Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will support you. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala reply Musa alayhi salam right away. قال سنشد عضدك بأخيك. It is not only a normal way. سنشد عضدك بأخيك. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala didn't tell Musa alayhi salam, okay, fine, we will send Harun. No. He didn't tell him, okay, let us see what Harun will do. No. He didn't say, okay, fine. No. He said, سَنَشُدُّ عَضُدَكَ بِأَخِيكَ. We will send Harun. And we will send Harun as a supporter for you. And سَنَشُدُّ عَضُدَكَ. We will make Harun a perfect right hand for you. Nashud means make it stronger. Adud is this, the muscle. سَنَشُدُّ عَضُدَكَ. It means we will make you strong by your brother. It is not, okay, fine, you want your brother, take him. No, we will make you strong by him. So this means that we will train your brother. This means that we will adjust your brother to become suitable for this mission also. This means that you want Harun to support in this mission, we will send Harun and Harun will support in this mission. We will teach Harun how to support in this mission. We will give Harun the hint to support in this mission. And not only this. قال سنشد عضدك بأخيك. This is one. Second, ونجعل لكما سلطانا. Ya Allah, we will give you Harun with you, وَنَجْعَلُ لَكُمَا, and we will make for both of you. So from now on, we know that Musa and Harun alayhim assalam, both of them are messengers. We find in other ayahs Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, when he is talking to both of them, فَقُولَا إِنَّا رَسُولُ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. You tell them that we are the messenger, only one, not the messengers, the messenger, رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And in another ayah, رَسُولًا, we are both, we are two messengers. So it is not only that Harun will be supporting you. No, we, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is saying, we also وَنَجْعَلُ لَكُمَا سُلْطَانًا, and we will give you sultan. Sultan means authority, power. Imagine if Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is giving you power, who can take it away from you? Imagine if Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala makes you authorized of something, authorized for something. You are in charge of something. Who can take you away from this title? Nobody. Imagine if Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is telling you, I am supporting you. Who can defeat you? Nobody. وَنَجْعَلُ لَكُمَا سُلْطَانًا فَلَا يَصِلُونَ إِلَيْكُمَا. See, what is this sultan? This sultan, فَلَا يَصِلُونَ إِلَيْكُمَا. So don't worry, they will not catch you. It means, don't worry, they will not kill you. Don't worry, they will not torture you. Don't worry, they will not defeat you. Who is saying this? Who is giving this promise? Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is giving this promise. Then who can break this? Who can defeat those people that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is promising them to win? Nobody. Now, I want to take this and go to some ayahs in Quran that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is promising believers that they will win. Is promising believers that they are successful. Is promising believers that they will be وَنَجْعَلَكُمْ خُلَفَاءَ الْأَرْضِ وَنَجْعَلَكُمُ الْوَارِثُونَ, that you will be the leaders, the inheritor of the whole world. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is promising believers in many different ayahs. وَكَانَ حَقًّا عَلَيْنَا نَصْرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَلَيَنْصُرَنَّ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَنْصُرَهُ. وَإِنَّ جُنْدَنَا لَهُمُ الْغَالِبُونَ. All of those are ayahs from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala that believers, they win. Believers, they get the victory. Believers, they become the leaders. Now we take all of these, we come back here. Are we the winners today? No. Are we the leaders today? No. Are we getting the victory today? No. Does it mean that Allah doesn't know what is He saying? Hasha lillah. Then what does it mean? It means that we are not believers. Because Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala make it so clear. You are a believer, you will win. Then it is so easy. You are a loser, then you are not a believer. It is like this. Of course, unless when it is a training, same as what happened to Musa. For 10 years he was working as a sheep keeper, and then he get lost in the desert, we don't know for how long. And then he was running away he was running away from Fir'aun and from his people for so many years. Same what happened, same exactly the same happened to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For 10 or 11 years in Mecca, suffering and tortured and running away here and there. And then in Medina for how long? But then at the end, what happened? وَإِنَّ جُنْدَنَا لَهُمُ الْغَالِبُونَ. The Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, they tortured him. They throw him in the fire. They wanted to kill him. They tried to kill him many times in many ways. But then at the end, what happened? Until today, all religion, they respect Ibrahim alayhi salam. Why? Because he made this dua. And because he is following the rules of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So you want to get this victory, you believe in Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. You want to get this, سَنَشُدُّ عَضُدَكَ بِأَخِيكَ وَنَجْعَلُ لَكُمَا سُلْطَانًا فَلَا يَصِلُونَ إِلَيْكُمَا. You want this, you follow it. You want this, you Do the things that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is ordering you to do. We keep going with this ayah. قال سنشد عضدك بأخيك ونجعل لكما سلطانا فلا يصلون إليكما بآياتنا. Now, this is also another thing we need to understand. بآياتنا. So then, this, don't think that this is by yourself. No. Don't think that this is from yourself because you are genius, because you are good, because, no. بآياتنا. You have to use our ayah. You have to use our sign. You have to use this Quran. You have to use our method. Then only you, antuma, you too. But only you? No. وَمَنِ اتَّبَعَكُمَ الْغَالِبُونَ. All those who follow you, they will be winners. So when you are really following the rules of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, and when you are really doing it for the sake of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, don't worry about your followers. As long as your followers, they have the same aim, and they have the same system, and they have the same belief, and they have the same intention, then don't worry about them. They will get also the support from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Now we are in Ayah 36 and also the same. Ayah 36, فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ Musa. So we know that it is done, finished. Musa reached there. فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ Musa بِآيَاتِنَا means, and then when Musa reached there, reach where? Reach to Fir'aun. So this is to know that the discussion finished. Musa alayhi salam already asked for what he wants. Of course, in another ayah, Musa alayhi salam asked for more than this. And Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala قال قد أوتيت سؤلك يا موسى. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala told Musa, Musa, all what you asked for, you get it. You got it already. قد أوتيت, you got it already. It is with you already, done. So now here in this ayah, in this chapter, we are taking only this part. Musa alayhi salam, he said that, oh Allah, I want Harun to be with me. And Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala already told Musa alayhi salam that it is done. Harun will be with you. You take Harun and you have those signs, those miracles, and I am with you, supporting you. Inni ma'akuma asma'u wa ara in another ayah. Then they went already and they reached there. Now, فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا بَيِّنَاتٍ. Musa alayhi salam reached there. Here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He didn't tell us the story again, because in another chapter Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala told us the story how Musa alayhi salam get into the palace of Fir'aun and how he was talking to him and how Fir'aun was patient, you know, totally different from our kings and presidents today, that even you cannot even see them at all. Fir'aun was even better than them, because Fir'aun, it was okay for him to open his door and to listen to someone like Musa. And actually, Fir'aun, he had rules that time. He had system that he didn't break it, same as what we do here. You know, Musa, he already killed somebody. But the law there, that time, that if for 10 years we didn't catch you, then you are released if we catch you after 10 years. And Firaun, he could kill Musa, you know, you just catch him and he could kill him. But no, he had a system, so he followed the system. So even Firaun, he was better in following the system. You know, today here, either in our small Islamic society, people, they are breaking the system and breaking the law and breaking the rule, and no one is listening and no one cares and no one is doing anything. This is in a small Islamic society. In a big Islamic society, also the same. We can change the law in 2 minutes the way we like. Even Fir'aun didn't do it. Anyway, so we could know فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا بَيِّنَاتٍ, we could know that Musa already reached there. How long did he spend to get in, to reach there and to get in and to talk to Fir'aun? We don't know. Some they say that Musa spent 1 year to be able to talk to Musa, and some they say that right away it happened that Musa that Fir'aun saw Musa on the street. So Fir'aun asked him, "Where have you been?" And then start to talk. And some. There are many different stories. None of them is authentic. We don't know. All what we know is that Musa, with the arrange from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, Musa, he saw Fir'aun and start to talk to him. We stop here, and inshallah, next week we see. No, not next week. Next week also, sorry, we will not have a class because I will be in Hong Kong. So next week, inshallah, we will keep going. So remember that next week we will not have a class, and sorry about that. Next week, inshallah, we keep going and we see what happened with Musa and Fir'aun there. وصل اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.